Ever found yourself stuck? You know what I mean? Circling in the sky of life, waiting for someone to give you the green light to land where you want to be? I'm Tracy Brinkmann, and today I'm going to share a pivotal moment from thousands of feet above the ground that taught me a life-altering lesson about breaking free. But here's the catch. The secret isn't in the jump. It was a surprising conversation in the sky. So stick around and let's dive into breaking our holding patterns together in today's episode of the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Hey there, audacious parents. Welcome to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast, where we're not just about surviving, we're about thriving. If you're tuning in, you're not looking for just another feel-good, pat-on-the-back kind of show. No. You're here because you're ready to disrupt the status quo. You're ready because you're here to challenge your limits and to step out of the comfort zone where we know growth never happens. This is not just your average, let's all be happy with our 9-to-5 lives kind of podcast. We're here to give you actionable strategies. We're here to dive deep into the world of side hustles, digital marketing, and smart income-boosting tactics. Why, you may ask? Because we're designed for parents like you, parents juggling family expenses, childcare, and the elusive me time. We're not just about making money, though. We're about designing a life that you dictate, not one that's been prepackaged in a soul-sucking 9-to-5 box. So, if you're ready to break free and design a life that aligns with your dreams, design a life that aligns with your family, you're in the right place. The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Hey, my success seekers, it's your host, Tracy Brinkmann, and you're tuned in to another episode of your favorite podcast where your journey of personal, entrepreneurial, and professional development is about to get a turbo boost. I want you to imagine soaring through the sky. Yeah, your adrenaline is pumping through your veins, and suddenly you're stuck. You come to a screeching halt. You're circling and waiting. You're in a holding pattern that seems to have no end in sight. Ever felt like that in life? Yeah, right. In business, maybe you're stuck in a loop, waiting for permission to land safely into your dreams, into your goals. Today, we're diving deep into a personal story from thousands of feet above the ground, where a surprising conversation amidst the clouds taught me a lesson I've carried through my life, in which I'm thrilled to share with you today. We're going to explore holding patterns, not just in the sky, but in our lives, and in our business, in our entrepreneurial journey. And we're going to discover together how to break free and land exactly where we want to be. So stick with me. We're about to navigate through the clouds of delay and soar into clear skies of decisive action and your success. Let's get ready to jump in, shall we? Picture this, my friends. A vast expanse of blue sky above. The earth far below you, and me, or you, strapped tightly into your parachute, heart pounding in your chest, ready to embrace the thrilling abyss of the open air. Whew, wow, yeah, skydiving. It's an adrenaline junkie's dream, an adventure into the extremes of our comfort zones. But amidst the exhilaration of the free fall, there's a moment that's not often talked about, a moment that unexpectedly became one of my most profound life lessons. There I was, circling. We were up in that plane, we were circling in this holding pattern, suspended between the adrenaline of the jump and the anticipation of the fall. It was a pause, an unexpected delay that turned into moments, then minutes, then tens of minutes, into a seemingly endless loops of waiting. It's funny, isn't it? How even amidst the most thrilling moments of our lives, we can find ourselves stuck, hovering, waiting for a signal from someone, anyone, that we can move forward. And as we circled, my instructor nonchalantly mentioned, well, sometimes you just gotta nudge the universe a bit and make your own way. So, what did I do? Yeah, I picked up that damn radio, and my voice cut through the static. Control, we're ready to move. We're ready to jump. And just like that, the holding pattern broke, and we were soon free-falling into the exhilarating unknown. Elbert Hubbard once said, the greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing that you're going to make one. Isn't that the truth? I mean, think about it for a moment. How often do we find ourselves in holding patterns in life? circling, waiting for someone to give us the green light when all along we ourselves had the power within us to break free, to take the leap, to jump, to dive into our next adventure. But what does it really mean to break our own holding patterns in life? And how do we navigate through the static and make our own way? Well, we've all been there, haven't we? Yeah. We've been circling our own metaphorical holding patterns, waiting for that perfect moment to make that jump into the exhilarating unknown. Whether it's a business idea you've been toying with, the book you've been meaning to write, or perhaps a relationship that needs a courageous conversation, we'll say.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Life presents us with numerous scenarios where we find ourselves stuck in a loop, hovering on the brink of action, yet somehow always delaying that decisive leap. Career crossroads, personal development plateaus, and even relationship ruts. These are all holding patterns that often maybe go unnoticed, quite often go unchallenged, and far too often unbroken. So here's the paradox. Holding patterns can be oddly comforting, can't they? Yeah. Are you in one right now? Did you just break out of one? Are you just getting into one? They provide this semblance of safety. They provide this predictable rhythm amongst the chaos that is our lives, amongst the chaos of life's uncertainties. But in that comfort, we often find solace, right? I think, this is like a nice warm blanket. But here's the problem. Also in that comfort, we often sacrifice growth. We sacrifice progress. And we sacrifice the exhilarating thrill of moving boldly towards what it is we desire, dream, and deserve. Now, I think one of the things that made me think about this is the recent global pandemic that thrust us all into a collective holding pattern, right? We were all just kind of put on pause. Hit that pause button. A pause that felt like it was in every corner of our lives, and it was literally across the entire globe. And while the world slowly is returning to, we'll call it normal, right? Slowly it begins to move again. Many of us, many of you out there, you're remaining stuck. You're still circling. You're waiting for some external signal to give you that green light, to wave the green flag. You're waiting for some external signal to propel you forward. Now, a recent study revealed a staggering, you ready for this? A staggering 60% of individuals feel that they have been stuck in a personal and professional holding pattern since the pandemic began. What? Yeah. They've been stuck there. They're experiencing this plateau in their career. They're experiencing this plateau in their business and their personal development journeys. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm here in your ear right now. This episode is a result of that study. A pause that was initially out of their own control has, for many, morphed into this self-imposed stagnancy. Yeah, you don't want to be stagnant. But what if, just think for a moment, what if, just like in that airplane, circling high above the ground, you have the power to break free from your own holding patterns, to grab that damn radio, declare to the universe that you are ready to move, that you are ready to jump. And what if the only permission that you need is your own? Now, there's a palpable energy, a vibrant pulse that comes through us the moment we decide, and I mean truly decide, to break out, to break free of our holding patterns. It's a shift, right? You can almost feel it. It's like something unlocked and a door opened and everything rushes out. It's a conscious choice that propels us from passively waiting into dynamic action. And the magic that unfolds when we do that. And I've witnessed it too, right? Not just in my life, well, both in my life, as well as the lives of countless others. One of those others was a talented artist who was stuck in a corporate job, circling in that holding pattern of financial security and societal expectations. Yeah, she was fitting her round peg into that square hole. The moment she chose to break free, the moment she chose to pursue her art full time, not only did her creativity soar, but opportunities, collaborations, and successes began to flow towards her in ways she never imagined. And here's another one. Now, let's talk about Alex. I think his name was Alex. Yeah, it was Alex. And after years of sidelining his health, he decided it was time to take control. He was going to prioritize his well-being, his body. He wanted to feel better. That single, one little decision right there rippled through every single aspect of his life. It enhanced his relationships, it boosted his confidence, and it even resulted in elevating his career to new heights. Yeah, that confidence that comes from just taking care of himself. Here's the thing. These stories and countless others you've probably heard that I've never spoken of, they illuminate a profound truth. And that truth is, the moment we decide to move, the moment we decide to break our holding patterns, we unleash a cascade of positive changes, a ripple effect that permeates every single facet of our lives. It's as if the universe just decided to align itself to our commitment, manifesting opportunities, manifesting connections, and successes that once seemed completely out of reach.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Pablo Picasso once said, "Action is the fundamental key to all success." And my friends, it is in that action, that decision to move, where we find our power, where we find our potential, and where we finally find our true path to success. It's where we transform from being passengers in our lives to becoming the damn pilot, grabbing hold of the steering wheel and steering ourselves, or steering our journey, towards the horizons that are filled with endless possibilities. I guess the question might come out of that is, how do we navigate this, right? How do we ensure that our decision to move is not just a momentary burst, but a sustained flight towards our desired destination? Well, let's dig into that one here, shall we? Here we are at one of my favorite segments. I know it's a new segment, but it's quickly becoming my favorite segment of our journey together. Tracy's Top Tip. This is where we distill all of our reflections, all of our stories, and the insights into one potent drop of actionable wisdom that you can infuse into your life right now. I mean, like right this second. You don't even need to finish listening to the podcast and you could use it. Today's top tip is enveloped in what I like to call the proactivity principle. It's a simple yet profound truth, and aren't most of them simple yet profound truths? But it's a simple yet profound truth that the act of taking control, of being proactive in your decisions, is often the catalyst that transforms your dreams into your reality. It's about becoming the active creator of your destiny rather than a passive passenger or a passive observer of your fate. You want to be the director of the movie, not the person sitting in the audience with a bucket of popcorn staining your lap. No, okay? But how do we embody this principle, you may ask? I can hear you now. Especially when our holding patterns, they feel so safe. Like I said before, they're so familiar. They're like that warm, cuddly blanket on a cold winter afternoon when the fireplace is starting to ebb out. Here's a simple, actionable step for you. Identify one area of your life where you've been circling, where you've been waiting and hesitating. It could be a project, it could be a conversation, or it could be a decision that you have been putting off. Now, commit to taking one small action towards breaking that pattern. It doesn't have to be a giant leap, right? We talk about this all the time. You don't have to jump completely 10 feet out of your comfort zone. Just put your little pinky toe out there and then bring it back, right? And then put 2 toes out and then bring it back. See, so it doesn't have to be a giant leap because even the tiny steps count. Maybe it's drafting a business plan. Maybe it's initiating that important conversation. Or maybe it's simply choosing to prioritize your well-being over other things that have been taking up all your damn time. Whatever it is, I want you to take that step and watch as the magic unfolds. Watch as you break free from your holding pattern and start to soar into the expansive skies of possibility. Remember, success seekers, your power lies in your proactivity. Your power lies in your ability to move, in your ability to act, and your ability to transform your dreams into your reality. So let's take that step, shall we? All right. Man, wow. Time flies, doesn't it? And just like that, my success seekers, we're navigating through the clouds of hesitation. We're soaring into the clear, boundless skies of proactive action together, all in a single episode. And we're only, 16 minutes in, maybe a little somewhere around there. Look, we've dived into the profound lessons learned amidst the holding patterns in the sky. We've recognized the parallels in our own lives. We recognize where we often circle in waiting, hesitating to take the decisive leap towards our dreams, desires, and goals. We've explored the comforting, that warm blanket, yet limiting embrace of life's holding patterns. We've come to the understanding that while that warm blanket of holding patterns may offer a semblance of safety, they often, almost every single damn time, hinder our flight towards true success and ultimate fulfillment.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
And we discovered the transformative power of taking control, of choosing to break free from our holding patterns, and witnessed the magical, almost miracle-like unfoldings and ripple effects that such a decision can make in our lives and our careers, or even our relationships. And of course, there was that fascinating study that revealed that individuals that took proactive steps towards their career, towards their entrepreneurial journey, and towards their personal development were 33% more likely to achieve their goals and report higher levels of satisfaction as well as well-being. Heck, I think that study might have it wrong, because if they're not taking steps towards it, aren't they failing 100% of the time? But the study said 33, so we'll go with that. So that, my friends, all packed up, is the power of breaking free from our holding patterns, of choosing to take control, of choosing to steer our own journey towards our desired destination. So, as we wrap up today's journey together, I want you to remember this: your life, your dreams, and your success are all safe in your hands. The power to break free from your holding patterns, the power to break free and soar into the skies of possibility and to land into the realms of your dreams is 100%, I guarantee, within you. I don't believe your creator, whoever you believe that to be, I do not believe that your creator would be so torturous as to enable you to dream as big as you dream, but not giving you the ability to get there. Now, I want you to own your journey. I want you to embrace your power. And remember, the sky's not the limit. The skies are just the beginning. Here's to breaking free. Here's to soaring high and to embracing the boundless possibilities that await. Whew. Yeah, a little bit of a journey there. It's quite a journey. What do you think, my success seekers? You with me? Now, I want you to remember that flight doesn't end here. It's merely the beginning of a new chapter, a new trajectory toward your dreams and goals. And here's the thing. I want to hear your story. How are you breaking free from your holding patterns? What leaps are you taking towards your dreams? Go ahead and visit the website. Links down in the show notes. Visit darkhorseentrepreneur.com and leave me a voicemail. Yeah, just click that little microphone down there in the lower right-hand corner. You'll see it. Leave me a voicemail. Share your stories. Ask your questions. Let me know what topics you love to hear in future episodes. Your insights and your journeys fuel this space, fuel this host, you might say, the guy behind the microphone. Let's make it a beacon for all seekers of success. Now, if today's episode resonated with you, even a little bit, just a tiny bit, if it ignited a spark within you, I invite you to share this podcast with others that you know will find value in it. You know will find some inspiration, perhaps even a little camaraderie in our growing community of success seekers. Let's spread our wings of empowerment. Let's spread our wings of action and success together, shall we? And of course, let's stay connected to continue soaring with us through each episode. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Go down to the website. Again, links down in the show notes, and I already mentioned it before, so I won't repeat it here. Drop your feedback. Your feedback, man, it helps evaluate the journey that I'm on. And your subscription ensures that you'll always be in the cockpit ready for the next adventure. So, I'm going to leave you with this. Thanks for flying with us today. I've been your captain. Please keep your legs and arms in the vehicle at all times. And thanks for exploring the skies of possibility and navigating through the clouds of challenges. Here's to your success. Here's to you breaking free. And here's to soaring into a future crafted by your own hands. Until next time, keep soaring, success seekers. Think successfully and take action.
Hey, my Dark Horse entrepreneur parents, thanks for tuning in. If this episode struck a chord, share it with a fellow parent hustler. Let's grow our tribe that thrives, not just survives. For more insights and a community that totally gets it, join our Facebook group at www.darkhorseschooling.com/tribe. Think successfully and take action.